Hello student, welcome back to part 3 video of your chapter number 13 file organization. Let's start from program for file open, file write and file close in C language. First of all, you have to open in the same way hash include stdio. Now here are some string function used, so you have to include string dot h header file. Okay, then int main is given. So int is going to be, this main method is going to have some return value, so that is why integer is taken. Okay, now file asterisk is given. So file asterisk fp is the pointer fp, char data 50 is there. Now printf opening the file test.c in write mode. Now fp open test.c w is given in write mode. This is the way how it will open. Now if fp is equals to null, that means if the file contents are empty, if the file is empty, so it will printf would not open the test.c and it will return 1. Now if it is not, then printf /n enter some text from keyboard to write in the file test.c. Now getting input from the user while strlen is there, getters data is greater than 0, that means some data has been given. The strlen function is used to calculate the length of the string. So just because of strlen, a string.h file header file has been included. Okay. Now let's continue further. Now writing in the file. Now f put as data comma fp. So whatever is the value of data, that will be written into fp, that is pointing to the file test.c, and f put as /n \n fp will change the line. Okay. Now closing the file test.c f close fp and return 0 because main method was started with int, not void. Okay, void is used when there is no return type. Okay, and int or any data type is used for return type. So return 0 is given just because of that only. Now compile and run output. Opening the file test.c in write mode. Enter some text from keyboard to write in the file test.c. Hi, how are you? Closing the file test.c. Second one is program 2 for file open, file read and file close in C language. This file handling C program illustrate how to read the contents of a file. Assume that a file called test.c contains the following data. Hi, how are you? Let's read the data from the following C program. Now how will you open? First hash include stdio.h, then int main you have to use, then file, a pointer fp you have to create, asterisk is for pointer. Okay. Next char data 50 is given, then printf opening the file test.c in read mode. Now open the file test.c and in inverted commas you have to write mode, and this time read is there, so r you have to write. If fp is equals to null, again a message for not opening the file. If it is null, return 1. Now printf if it is not, so what it will do? It will printf reading the file test.c while get is data 50 comma fp. So not equal to null. So what it will happen? It will just get the data from the file and it will print a %c as data. So whatever value has been taken from the file, that will be stored in data, and then you have using printf and data to print the value of that data. That is why %s is given. Okay, because it is of string type. Char is there, then it is of string type. And printf closing the file f close fp. This way you can close the file. So you can see here opening the file test.c in read mode, reading the file test.c, this is the output, hi how are you, and closing the file test.c. So these are the various functions which we have covered so far. A list of that is given and their use is given. So you do learn them, and syntax you have to refer from the text inside the text of the book. Okay, so this is the description. F open function creates a new file or open an existing file. F close function closes an open file. Get w function reads an integer value from the file. Put w function writes an integer value to a file. Now f get c function reads a character from a file. F put c function writes a character to file. Okay, and get s function reads a line from the keyboard, and put s function writes the line to operating O/P screen. Okay, Then fget is function reads string from file one line at a time. Fput is function writes string to a file. Fend of function finds an end of file. Then fgetchar, okay, function reads a character from keyboard. Then fprintf, function writes formatted data to a file. Then fscanf, function reads formatted data from a file. Whenever the working is done through file, then we have to write f and the function, and without f will read the or do the perform the things from the keyboard. Okay, then fputchar, function writes a character onto the output screen from keyboard input. Okay, now fseek function moves file pointer position to given location. Okay, now what are the locations? Seek set moves file pointer to the beginning of the file. Seek current moves the file pointer to given location. Seek end moves file pointer to the end of line. Then ftel, function gives current position of the file pointer. Remind function moves the file position to the beginning of the file. Then getC function reads a character from file. Okay, reads a character from the keyboard it will be. Okay, not if it is fgetC, then only it will read from file. Otherwise, it will read from the keyboard. Then getch function reads a character from the keyboard, and so on. Various functions are there. Getch is there. Getchar function reads a character from the keyboard. Putc function writes a character onto the file, okay, or onto the screen. Then putchar function writes a character to screen. Printf function writes formatted data onto the screen. Then sprintf function writes formatted output to string. Then scanf is there. Then scanf function reads formatted data from keyword, and fscanf reads formatted data from the string, that is from the file. Remove function deletes a file, and flush function flushes a file, that is it flushes the buffer part of the file. Okay, so this completes your chapter. Revise each and every program very thoroughly, each and every function, their meaning, their syntax to use. Okay, all the modes, revise it very thoroughly children. Okay children, thank you.